NuubCast.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another NuubCast as I stretch my arms and yeah. I guess they just played a game together. Wow. They Interesting. We've got, yes, Cannon Fromage and his opponent, none other than your good friend and mine, TazCast. It's a PvP. We're on Ohana. I was going to do this game this week, but all the other games that I have that are not TazCast are on Antiga Shipyard, and I'm sick of looking at that map, quite frankly. I think I've done 2 or 3 games in a row on that map. So, and the other games I have are all on Antiga. So, we're going to look at Ohana because it's pretty, and we're going to look at this PvP. Always fun to watch TazCast anyway, and if you disagree, well then, go eat some Cannon Fromage, because if you are unaware, fromage is French for cheese. Cannon cheese. Will we see some cannon cheese from Cannon Fromage in this 1v1 here in Ohana? Who knows? But if you aren't familiar, this is NuubCast. I am Blomus, and this is the, oh, what in the world? Double gas steal from Cannon Fromage. Kind of forces you to do a either mass gateway zealot rush or cannon rush. It like forces you into this like weird position, completely limiting your options. But on the other hand, it gives you, and there's the return gas steal, but it gives Cannon Fromage the opportunity to 4-gate, basically uncontested. Now, I imagine if Cannon Fromage tries to 4-gate, which, I mean, what else are you going to do with 1 gas? I don't know. I guess we're going to see what happens, because I would imagine if Cannon Fromage now decides to 4-gate that, timing-wise, TazCast should be able to easily take him out. But if Cannon Fromage decides to get a Nexus, which it doesn't appear as though he's doing, and he is saving up some chrono, and at this level, if you see saved chrono, you got to think 4-gate. If you look at your opponent's Nexus and you're in silver, and you see he appears to be saving up some chrono, it doesn't mean he's 4-gating. It means he sucks. It means that he's in silver and he doesn't macro well. But at this level, a High Masters level, and you see that kind of saved up chrono, then you can assume it's going to be a 4-gate. And there it is. Should be seeing some additional gates from Cannon Fromage any minute now, but look at TazCast. Taking the Nexus, not really concerned, going to be taking out these gases, chronoing out a few zealots, getting his Cyber Core. He's not going to be able to do anything with the Cyber Core until he can mine some gas. So he's got to now get down an assimilator, and his assimilator over here nearly getting killed. Now 2 more gateways. We're going to see a 4th. Shall we see a 4th? Stay a while and listen. Uh-oh. Cannon Fromage throwing down a pylon. It's going to get dead, though. It's not going to have a chance to finish. Not before his warp gate tech finishes or his gateways finish, but not doing a 4th gateway. So we're going to get another gas fluid. This is not going to be a 4-gate. Not in the traditional sense. He's going to lose his pylon. He lost his advanced probe. So, 2nd gateway going down. So it looks like things are going to stabilize, and this is going to be a relatively normal game. There is a pylon over here for Cannon Fromage. However, so are we going to see a warp in at that pylon? I'm guessing we are. And there goes a probe. There's the warp in. Oh no, there goes the pylons. The probes out, and these... Oh my goodness, I was like, those probes are so dead. Yeah, take out the pylon first. Good idea. And down it goes. There's not going to be a second warp in. And all those probes can just go to the expansion. No problem. Going to lose a bit of mining time. Maybe a pylon, but he's going to be fine. If he does lose the pylon, it will not supply block him, so he's still going to be okay. These zealots are going to chase each other around, going to try and kill a couple more probes. Doesn't look like he's going to get any. And down he goes. So potential crisis averted here by TazCast, and cannons down at the natural just in case there was a frontal attack to accommodate that back-end attack. Robo and Twilight going down simultaneously. Cannon Fromage getting his natural up and running. And he doesn't have a ton of probes, so he's not going to be able to transfer too much effect to his expansion. So he's just going to have to make his own probes now. Look at him stacking them up. Line them up. Stacking them up. And if you look at the food supplies, things are very even. So the gas steel, the pylon in the base, the attempted second pylon in the base, the harassment with the zealots, all really accounts for nothing. So, you know, remember that. I think if he had taken just the gas steel and then expanded, and I think Cannon Fromage could have found himself in a much stronger position, considering everything that happened, if he had not attempted to do all the harassment, etc. But all that is speculation, as that is not what happened. So now TazCast finds himself a little bit zealot heavy. I wonder if he's going to go for charge over blink. Nope, he does go for blink, getting attack upgrades, more gateways going down. Observer out for cheese fromage. Cannon fromage. Cheese. Good job. Good job. Yeah, now we have a little bit of a lull as things stabilize. If you are unfamiliar, this is NuubCast. I'm Blomus, and we are all about getting some attention for non-pro players, an opportunity for non-pro players to get their games out, seen out on YouTube, casted by some guy, and have the ability to share that with their friends, talk about it, etc. Maybe learn a little bit about their games, about their gameplay. I don't pretend I have no pretense of teaching TazCast anything about his game. Maybe every once in a while questioning some decision making at this level, but mostly what we look at when we're looking at lower level games, which is the majority of what we do here at NuubCast, our main purpose is entertainment. We want to watch good games. So if you're going to send a game to NuubCast, send it to noobcast@gmail.com, but please make sure it's an awesome game. And by awesome, I mean awesome. Yep. There's no substituting awesome for awesome. We want awesome only. Don't try and BS me with any of that non-awesome crap, because we will not have it. And there's the flam. TazCast losing an obs. Going to see those stalkers incoming. Going to beat it on back to his base. Maybe warp in sentries. No sentries. A bunch of zealots. His blink is finished and now getting some charge. Going to move up into his... oh, look at that. He's actually right here to catch a potential blink in, and that is going to keep Cannon Fromage from actually doing it. TazCast learning from the last PvP he submitted that you got to watch out. Oh, so close, so close. 5 HP away from losing that obs. Going to send these guys back up top, and I wonder if he's going to try and go break down these rocks, or if he's going to do something else. Going to plop down some cannons so he can reinforce himself. Observer has retaken all of his... Oh, we have a second observer down here. Charge not finished yet. I don't like this. I do not like this advance here by TazCast. It's going to lose too many zealots. And in the meantime, though, we do have some pylons going down near Cannon Fromage's third. Is he going to get a warp in? No, he is not. All of Cannon Fromage's base is back here. And we're going to take care of this pylon as well. I wonder if that was just a distraction, perhaps. TazRanix going to take down these rocks. Better avenue to get into this third. And he's going to come in. Is he going to force a cancel? No cancel as of yet. Pylon goes down. Nexus being hit by a couple of units. Is he going to cancel it? We got no upgrades. +2 for TazRanix, and that's going to be enough. He's not going to cancel this. Is he going to focus down the Colossus? Can he see the Colossus from the low ground? Yes, he can. He does have an observer up there. He does focus fire the Colossus, and that upgrades everything in that matchup. TazRanix with the +2 attack. Cannon Fromage with no upgrades. I don't even think he has a forge on the field. No, he does not. Another Colossus coming out for the Cheesehead. TazRanix not quitting. Oh, getting the gateway before it can be canceled. Look, and there's a cancel on that one. Blinking back. Zealot's going to go up first, maybe, perhaps. And at this point is where you want to have, like, get your Dark Templar, your Dark Shrine up so you can make some DTs. Colossus out for Cannon Fromage. Blinking in full effect. The Colossus focusing on the Stalkers and not the Zealots, so the Zealots able to take out quite a few Stalkers in that exchange. TazRanix has a distinct advantage here, even though the food is equal. I think TazRanix is he's got to be ahead in army supply. And there's a forward blink. I don't like that forward blink at all. The down goes the Colossus. TazRanix is going to get out of there. Still no upgrades for Cannon Cheese. Weird blinking all around. Just weird blinking. Weird blinking. And with the army... Oh, look at you, TazRanix. You're such a baller. Oh, my goodness. Leading the army out of the base so he can warp in on his pylon that's hidden back here. And Zealot's just doing all kinds of damage. And the army forced to come back. He's not going to lose the Nexus, but he lost a butt ton of probes. And Cannon Fromage now in a bit of trouble, sending down quite a few probes from there. Unless maybe was able to pull them off. If so, good for him. Let's check it out. You did kill a few workers there. Zealot's being warped in over here. Not sure where they came from, if it was a warp prism or what. We do have this pylon over here for Cannon Fromage. If there was a warp prism, is dead now. But I don't think so, since we've been... Cannon Fromage has been focusing on Colossus production. And we're going to have a third up for Cannon Fromage, and TazRanix also getting his third. A little bit behind, and now we have Charge getting worked on by Cannon Fromage, and TazRanix getting his +3 attack. Interesting, this is the second or third game I've seen TazRanix get only attack upgrades for his units and no armor. And I've heard MC say for Protoss, if you have good micro, you only need attack upgrades. You do not need to get blink up for TazRanix. What's he gonna take out? The forges have been put up here for Cannon Fromage getting his +1s. I'm surprised he's not taking those down. Going to keep his opponent from getting equal on the upgrades. I don't think he lost any Stalkers there. Additional pylons going up. There's a pylon over here for warping in. Could use a few more pylons across the base. Keeping all of these units at home, I really like this for TazRanix, being able to harass Got to be careful there's no observers over here. He's keeping his obs right outside the base. There is one with the army, so he needs to be careful. Moving that around. He could lose it. There's the blink and dead observer. So this game has stayed very even. I want to check the army. What do I want to look at? I want to look at income. Income tab. No. But TazCast is fairly ahead. Let's check the units tab. Again, very even on probes. Very even, this game. It's just very, very even all the way across. Even supply. Everything is even, man. Even, evens, McStevens. Little engagement here. Blinking back. Getting his stalkers out of there. Does not want to engage, obviously, with just his stalkers. Going to need the rest of his units here. Lots of zealots. A couple archons. A couple of immortals. Against 4 colossus. I do not... Ooh. This is scary. This is a scary army for TazCast to face. He does not have colossus. He's finally getting his first colossus. Looks like he is double roboing it. Yes, he is. He wants to catch up in colossus supply. Colossus production, I should say. 4th base, though, going down for cannon fromage. And pylons being worked on. It looks like TazCast was getting ready to take his 4th as well, but seeing that cannon, he's going to run away. Sending a few stalkers in there to kill that probe and to kill that pylon. And TazCast still has not seen this pylon. I'm surprised he hasn't taken that out yet. Yeah, it just doesn't know it's there. And there's this pylon. That's got to be able to see that warping in. And are these guys... Yeah, they're going to go back and make sure there's no pylons over there. He's going to see that one and kill it. But TazCast still has a very nice lead on upgrades. Actually, it's not that nice anymore. 3-1 to 2-1. So he is actually... unless he can get a couple more colossus out, he's still behind. Oh, no. 6 colossus here for Cheese Fromage. And he's got more sentries. I wonder if the sentries are going to help or hurt. I mean, obviously, if he's able to... oh, if he can force an engagement on this ramp, he's going to put himself in a very nice position. There's the blink up. Not all the Colossus can engage. He's going to take out a lot of this army before the Colossus can get fully engaged. Get those Archons out front. Zealots are all stuck in the back. This could actually be very bad for TazCast. So many Colossus. Archons in the front. Still more Zealots getting stuck in the back. But now all of Cannon Fromage's support is gone. And even though he has the huge Colossus advantage, he is able to take down most of Cannon Fromage's army, and now he is losing Colossus left and right, down to 3 now. And now that the Colossus count is evened up, TazCast happy to turn around and go home. Pardon me. You can see the supply now very heavily in TazCast's favor. When everything else is as even as it's been, TazCast is now going to have his 4th base up, and he was able to take out Cannon Fromage's 4th base, and that was just such a good engagement by TazCast, forcing Cannon Fromage to go up the ramp, causing a bad engagement. I got caught in one of those just yesterday, I think against Worm, actually, who plays on here a lot. It was either him or Shadowcaster, who I've recently casted. But now Cannon Fromage wants to retake his 4th, going to go and position himself right where TazCast's army was previously in that awful, awful engagement. And TazCast's stalkers hanging out over here. We have, how many gateways? We've got, is that 8 or 7? 7 gateways. Another Protoss who doesn't like to make gateways. And if you look over here for TazCast, you've got 9 gateways down there. 3 more, that's 12. Nothing over here yet, but this is the difference. I mean, you've got 7 gateways versus 12 gateways, plus 2 robos. You know, production is really a key for Protoss as you get into the higher levels. You've got to be able to reproduce your army. And look at this. I mean, now he's got 7 Colossus, Archon Stalkers, and he is just well in command of this. He's 30 food ahead, and he should be able to dominate the rest of the way out here. Let me check and see if he stayed up with 3-2 and 3-2. Is that what we saw? Yep. They're back even with upgrades. This is actually a pretty nice PvP, though. Pretty happy with the way this is going. This is 7 Colossus, though, against these 5. And a lot of Archons. Archons are pretty good. But there's so many Zealots here. And he has an equal number of Archons. Cannon Fromage has to be crapping in his pants right now. And again, TazCast has put himself in a position where any place he gets engaged at this moment is going to be a bad engagement for the other guy. Again, look at this. In the choke, he's got a good position. His opponent does not have a great position. And plus, he's got a huge supply lead. And there's the GG from Cannon Fromage. And what a fun game. That was one of the more fun PvPs I've seen in a while. Very even, very high level and fun. One of the best non-pro PvPs I've seen in a while. So good on you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed that game. It was one of the most enjoyable games I've casted in a while. Keep climbing that ladder. If you've got replays to send them to NuubCast@gmail.com. Make sure they are filled with awesome, please. And see you next time. Peace.